Go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Faster.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Go!
Breathe.
Stand up.
Breathe, man. Breathe.
Come on, man. Breathe. On your back. On your back.
On your back.
Stop.
Stop. Slow it down. Slow it down. Breathe. Slow it. That's it. Pop your back.
Pop it out.
There you go.
Pop it out. Pop it out. There you go. Come on. Let's go. Let's go.
Keep breathing. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. 3, 2, 1. Done. That's how you're sure. So these people probably the same people that laugh at people like myself, who have all these different survival gear and prepared for a lot of different disasters. And this jackass has his digital camera as one of his tools to carry. That's his prep. And second of all, what's wrong with this picture?
Or the rain jacket in the water.
Well, yes, rain jacket in the water. You're not supposed to be going because a current could flow through this, and you could be taken down. It's not anything above, I believe, it's your ankles or your knees or something like that. I believe it's your knees because it takes your balance away. So these guys are up to their chests in water that any time can turn into a rapid, something that will pull them down. And that's how most people die in floods. Can't hold it, they get sucked down under the current, and it's always like, a mixture of up and down. Okay? So I just want to say these people did not prepare for a hurricane that they knew was coming.
There's a town called Metropolis. It's like the official Superman town. And they have a 15-foot Superman. We got
The M16?
should bring us. Oh, you know.
I don't prep for the disaster. I can give a shit about the disaster. It's just like a fight. I do it after the fight's over. I'm home, and I can learn from that fight. What I'm really preparing for, my event, is global economic collapse. All the numbers are pointing to it. I need you to listen to this, and I need you to listen to now. I've been prepping God knows how long, even just mentally prepping. I would say around 9/11. All right? I started the economic prepping, obviously, since 2008. Okay? So around 2008, I started getting into that. I started doing research. Now I do it all day. Every day, I look for news. Who don't think we're crazy or don't think we're loony or we're not doomsday preppers. Do we understand that? We're not doomsday preppers. We're reality preppers. And that's my motto. I started the phrase, and you guys run with it. We are reality preppers. We're not waiting for an asteroid or UFOs or asteroids to hit the planet. None of that crazy stuff. We're talking about realistic things that can happen. Blackouts, EMPs, all that other stuff that can translate.
They say 2 officers shot and killed a man after he lunged at officers in the night.
What led me to begin prepping is my friends mentioned some YouTube videos regarding prepping in certain conditions, and when I found out about it, I was quite bummed. Even being a psychologist, it was really depressing to know that this event could happen. And I pushed it out of my mind. After about 3 weeks of being bummed, I actually pushed it out of my mind. And then I had one client who came to see me, and he began to express his concerns. And they were very real concerns. And then I had another client come to me, and it became more and more real. And I said, instead of putting my head in the sand, knowing what I know as a psychologist, and denying that it could ever happen, which I did want to do. That it was there. I didn't want it to happen, but I figured if it was going to, what was I going to do?
Just this can support everybody for a long time, for clean water. One filter in here right now. Do you know how many gallons it will filter?
50?
10,000 gallons. So I did piss in it. Hold on. I spit tobacco juice. I poured coffee, and it came out crystal clear. And I drank it. It's my own piss anyway, so if it was your piss, I might be a little hesitant.
Our supermarkets, our lines of supply and trucking follow what they call a just-in-time concept, which means food gets to the supermarket just in time. Meaning 3 days. Every 3 days, it seems, the supermarket shelves are restocked with food. And if supply lines are disrupted, you will begin to see supermarket shelves going empty. We now know that we are, they say, anywhere from 6 to 9 meals away from anarchy. In 6 meals or 3 days, you are willing to steal from your neighbors. If you wait 6 days rather than 3 days, you are likely to be violent against a neighbor, especially when it comes to starvation and famine.
One day it's going to just stop. It's going to completely collapse. And you think the riots were bad in Greece now. Wait. And then people are just going to start doing the most horrific things that you possibly could. There's going to be murders, rapes, fires, massive looting, everything they can do to survive. And the same thing's going to happen in the United States with the most powerful military in the world trying to defend it. So again, these are things we have to think about. I mean, these are things we have to look forward, well, not look forward to, but look at. And once it happens here in America, there are 350 million people in America, close to, all with the same idea, all with the same purpose: survive, get food, get water, get shelter. The problem is that Americans don't know how to live uncomfortably. Your war is going to be against the elements. It's going to be against people around you. It's going to be lack of shelter. It's going to be lack of food. These are things why we prepare for. I think because of that economic collapse, we're going to have a ripple effect of those other things that we're worried about. Okay? So those will be the riots, the EMPs, martial law, foreign troops on the ground, just real devastation, possibly people getting their hands on a nuclear device and exploding it in the town and having a Jericho scenario. Salute the chief. Out. Fist. Out. In. Breathe. Push down. Good night. Good night.
Rifle here, good old AR-15, which is what the military has and everybody has, So this is my primary one right here, with the scope, and it's all done out. And this is just my backup one. It's plain, but they both will shoot very accurately. The way things are going right now, we owe $22 trillion. $14 trillion of that is interest alone. We are, no matter who's in power, who's the president, we are never going to be able to pay that back no matter what. No matter what. So let's say all these people we owe money to call in their markets and we want in. Then what are we going to do? And those who have, they're just going to take off, and whoever's left here, we have to deal with it. The government and the cops, they're all our friends. They're going to take care of us. Please, look at Katrina. Look at New Orleans, what happened out there. Within one day, America went to a third world country where you had people dead on the streets. Dead. Bodies just floating. That's what happened. Most of those people were black. Everybody thinks I'm crazy. My family thinks I'm a nut. The mailman, whenever he sees me, he goes, dan. He does that from the, I don't know if you're familiar with this movie called Deliverance. Yeah, you got my banjo today?
I'm not talking to you, I don't know you.
That's messed up, man.
I don't bring you almost back.
I need to have both my knees replaced. But when you have a knee replacement done, you have to be living a sedentary lifestyle, not doing anything, because you'll wear it out quicker, and it's only good for about 10 years. So I need both my knees done. So if I do it now, by the time I'm 42 now, by the time I'm 52, I have to do it again. So it's best to just wait until I'm what they call medically futile, where I can't walk anymore, you know. So I just stay at home now and I prep. But most part, I'm actually laid up in bed or on the couch with my legs up because it hurts so very much, you know. And that's one of the things I'm worried about with the prepping, you know. But what choice do I have? Who's going to take care of me when shit goes bad? Nobody. Even the group down with, if I become a liability where I'm slowing them down, you know, I wouldn't do that to them. I would not, you know. So I would have no expectations. So just in case things get to the point where I can't do anything for the group, or I'm not an asset to the group, at least I'm taking care of myself here at home, you know.
This is happening. This is real. It's unsustainable. We cannot continue to do this. Oh, it can't happen in America? Rome fell. Everything fell. Every major empire has fallen. What makes us special or different? Boom! All right? From here, you can go into all that great stuff from here, yeah? Boom! You're going to put it here, look. Yeah? Same exact thing, and this is where this is going to come in.
Many people, when you begin to think of this for yourself, or you begin to talk to family members and friends, you're going to come across what's known as the denial response. Right away, people are going to be like, no, this is America. Can't happen here. It's too overwhelming. Things are too good, so I don't have to worry about that. And you're a kook, so I don't have to pay attention to what kooks say. Oftentimes, when this happens, they do this denial response is meant to protect themselves from actually having to resolve the cognitive dissonance of, oh my God, is this really going to happen? I can almost guarantee you a ton of people, you know, pre-World War II, if you were to tell them all about the horrors of a concentration camp, they'd be like, not here. You know, if you told them exactly what was going to happen, they'd be like, no, it wouldn't happen. Wouldn't happen at all. So what ends up happening is that it does happen, and then on your way to the furnace, it's too late. Okay, the idea is to prepare beforehand. Likely to happen is the people who laughed at you are now going to realize after 3 to 6 days, I'm in trouble, and they're going to come to you, and they're going to want in your house because they know you've prepped. And the dilemma is you're going to have to turn them away because, one, it's a lot of money, a lot of space, a lot of time, simply to prep for you and your family. And now somebody who hasn't taken the time and who thought you were foolish now wants to take your resources. You're going to have to possibly think about turning them away. And that's a dilemma. Could you turn away a family member? Could you turn away a mother, a father, a brother, a sister? Could you do it? There's a moral dilemma. So, what is the antidote to that? I like to take the approach, you may need to, step by step, persuade them that this would be in their best interest. Let them know. Look, if it never happens, all you did was store food.
survival situation, right? Not moral situation. It kind of jumps in the same thing. Baby, wife in the other hand. Who are you letting go?
Both. There's moral or not?
My wife first. I would totally say my wife. No, why?
Probably because you're more attached to the woman, and then
You don't know.
She
then
can
you always
can
can,
procreate, she can help you.
recreate.
Baby's really
Useless.
technically useless,
Useless,
Yeah.
right?
A liability.
A liability, all that good stuff. So you have to think about that, yeah?
Yeah.
That is something that you'll have to deal with, but it's about survival.
Prepping helped me for Sandy in a number of reasons. One, I mean, I knew to have enough fuel and certainly enough food. I had enough water. We did fine. There were some places on the island that did not. There was looting. There were stories of violence at gas stations. There were 3-hour lines, 4 or 5 hour, even 6-hour lines at the gas station. And I didn't have to do that because I was prepared.
So what I want to do is this. When he puts it up to I want to, sir, please, I want to put it as far back as I can. If he points it lower and he's closer, my hands are here now. Okay, so the idea is going to be right there. And it's quick, it's still that bra. You can't be like, go ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's got to be, he pushes, he's here. Boom, boom, like you're immediately, just boom. What can I do for you? Talk to me, sir. What do you have, a wife and kid? Could you accept credit cards? And then that's when you'll start freaking out a little bit. He'll be like, what? Say something absolutely bizarre. Can I kiss you first? You'll be like, what the? You won't believe it. I think I shit my pants. Literally. Yeah? Psychological warfare.
See, there's a mall to the left, and in case of a riot or a collapse, people are going to be going in there and looting. No one's going to be really going into here. So this should be your first place. There's cafeterias in there, there's food in there, there's medical supplies in there. Every office building has those things. Churches. Churches have a lot of good stuff in there. And what do churches have? They have little areas where they have festivities, and downstairs in the basements, all of them. They have a kitchen, cooking stuff, holy water. Yeah. Nothing like that, holy water. That would be like for one of the first places you should quickly look through. Go hit the, even if they're praying. Sorry, we'll be only in and out. Praying to God right now.
All right, you just want to make sure that if you're carrying any type of sling that nothing gets caught and pulls up, you know, your gear, okay? So this is a great backpack, and believe it or not, I got it from a fishing site. This is what fishermen use. But the cool thing, you throw some knives in here, right? And where is it? So same size as a real one. Put 2 mags in there. Airsoft makes a lot of cool stuff. All right, and it's a flashbang grenade. But if you open this up, you pop holes in it, you break one of those bulbs up there, halogen bulbs, you dump that in there, some powder, you got a chemical flashbang now. A nasty chemical flashbang. Cayenne pepper, do all that good stuff, powdered form, you can get some nasty results out of it.
James and I went to a movie last week. We brought the kids, and it was really crowded, and the kids have to go to the bathroom and get candy, whatever. So, James, go in and get the seats, save some seats, and we'll get the. I come back, and James, like, the guy came over and said, you right, James?
Yeah, two people had come over, and just over me saving seats for my kids, it was almost an altercation. And that was over movie seats for IMAX Batman.
So I just said to James, I'm like, James, that's just over seats. Can you imagine if that guy had 2 kids and the kids went to him, Daddy, I haven't eaten in 3 days, I'm really hungry. What, you think he's going to come over to your house polite and say, do you mind sharing some stuff? And that was movies. We're talking about survival here. So you really have to be prepared. And for me, the theory is, you know, the tampons and the saline come second. The gun has to come first, whether it be a rifle, and you have to be ready to use it.
Adverse times can bring out the best in people and the worst in people. You will see people rise to the occasion, and you will see others default to the level of destruction and chaos. It really depends on how you prepare yourself. Like I said, in history is replete with examples of atrocity and ordinary people committing unspeakable acts. It's like Darwinism. There are going to be people who are going to die, and there are going to be people who are going to survive. If you have people who require machines to sustain their life, it's unfortunate, but they're going to die. Look, this is a traumatic event. It'll be a traumatic time. The population, there will be a decrease, and it is unfortunate. But like everything else, there will be people who will survive, who will emerge, and will rebuild.